morning, my little peaches. The time is 7:01 on this Monday morning. It's going to be a short week here at Piper Peach Radio. We will be here today and tomorrow, and then the rest of the week we're going to be celebrating Christmas
Merry
with
Christmas,
our families. Yeah. Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
On Christmas Eve morning, you will be able to watch our Piper Peach Christmas special. We put that together for you last week, so we could have that for you to watch on Christmas Eve, and we all get together and we have a good time when we do that.
That's
so,
right.
But we do it for y'all. So I mean, we don't want you to miss us too much while we're gone. I really don't think anybody's going to miss us. Everybody's going to be so wrapped up in what they've got to do. You'll notice that I have Garrett, our former intern, but he is still part of this Piper Peach family, and so I guilted him into coming in today.
No, ain't no guilt. There's no guilt.
I was like, I don't have nobody up. Bill had already said that he may have to go out of town to Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I told him, just don't even worry about it. And
it's an honor to be on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love having you. You're I was telling my son yesterday, we went to Georgia.
Oh.
We were going to go Saturday, but it didn't work out where we could go Saturday. And I had too much to do Saturday, and I needed the whole day to do it.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that in a minute. But we went to Georgia. His a girl that he had been dating, that they were lifelong friends, and they had started dating. She passed away in a car accident tragically a year and a half ago. And we went to Georgia and put a Christmas tree and stuff on her gravesite.
That's sweet.
He wanted to do it, so I told him I'd go with him. And I mean, when I tell you we drove up there, we did it. We stayed for a little bit, and we noticed that there were a lot of graves that had zero flowers or anything. They were the ones that are the plates that go in the ground. There's no headstones. It's all the plates that go in the ground. I don't know what you call those. But, anyway, they have the little thing that you can attach to it so you could put flowers in it. There was a lot of them that had that, but they had no flowers or anything. And I was very sad about that. I was like, and then we noticed that the wind had blown over a bunch of stuff. So we just went around, sorting things and putting, the wind had blown like a bunch of flowers out of some of them. We put those flowers back. It was just, I don't know. I was like, I can't handle that.
Yeah, that was your good deed. I don't
want it to be a good deed. I just think that, and the poor girl, she doesn't have a plate. She had some old flowers that had been there probably since early summer. They were faded.
Yeah.
And they have one little thing that says "In Love and Memory of Jasmine" on there, and it's like one of those little yard sign things you put down in there. I guess somebody had it made, but that's the only way you even know who's there is for her.
Yeah.
And I can't stand that either. So I'm gonna look into maybe getting something for her. That just broke my heart when I went up there, and I was like, everybody else has a plate but her. It's like, what's going on here? So I don't know how much those are. I don't know what I would need to do to get even just a small something, just a marker, basically. She just needs a marker.
That is kind of sad.
She deserves that.
Yeah.
She should have that. And I don't know what has happened in the family that didn't take place. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I'm
going to leave that there because I could say a whole lot and be completely wrong and just be going off of emotion. So I'm just going to leave it.
I could be wrong, but obviously I have no experience with gravestones, but I do feel like they are kind of expensive. Well, burying somebody, from what I know, is kind of, it's not cheap.
No. You can go upwards $20,000 burying somebody. Yeah. And so I've told my whole family, and I know that they don't like it. And I understand that they don't. But and hubby and I were thinking about, we were going somewhere, and we were like, I know, when we were going to Montgomery, we passed through something, and he's like, think about all the Native Americans that were here that got buried, or just people that got buried, and you don't know that they're buried because now all this land has been turned into developments and stuff. they could have easily, their graves probably were dug up and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Or-
I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're just completely
you don't
disrespected.
know. At
yeah.
some point, they're going to run out of room. And two, I don't want my kids to feel like they have to go and maintain something.
Mm-hmm.
Cremate me.
Yeah.
If you want to buy an urn, buy an urn. If you want to buy a little necklace, buy a necklace. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to buy anything, don't. I don't care. But I don't want the expense, that of course I'm, hopefully I've got everything taken care of. But
Mm-hmm.
still, I don't want them to have to make arrangements and worry about all
Yeah.
that stuff. Get together, have a party, if you just
Celebrate
have
it.
to shed a tear, shed one.
Mm-hmm.
But I, just be thankful for the memories that we had, and just remember that I loved everybody, and I was, always,
Mm-hmm.
trying
Joyous,
to do good things and happy. I don't want all that other stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, just don't do that. Don't have a karaoke. If you want to honor me, have a karaoke party.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's it. I mean, I don't care if I'm 80 when I go or not. Have a karaoke party, because I'm gonna be that old. I'm gonna be that old woman up there driving all y'all crazy with my version of Patsy Cline's "Crazy." I'm gonna go. Me and my walker are gonna go up.
Yep.
We're gonna karaoke somewhere when I'm 80, because that's just my personality.
Okay.
So,
well,
but I don't want my family to have to worry about maintaining, because this is. Once I saw that, now I'm worried about maintaining it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't. The thought of her not having something kept me up all night last night. It bothered me so badly that and I don't want my family to have to do that. Just just don't. It's an expense that could be put somewhere else. I'm not trying to put funeral homes out of business by any means.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Because you're still going to have to pay for the cremation and some stuff, but I don't want you spending 8, 9, 10 or more on a casket that once it's in the ground, it's never seen again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we did. And, but I say all that to say, boy, around the world, and to make a short story long, my son and I were talking, and I was telling him about you, and I said, you remind me of his best friend, Cody. Y'all don't look anything alike.
Yeah.
The way you talk, your demeanor, everything about you outside. Now, he's got dark hair and stuff like that. Y'all are the same age. It's just that y'all are the old souls. He's the same way. When you talk, you sound exactly like if he were to call me and you were to call me and I didn't look at the name, I wouldn't know which one of you was calling me.
Yeah.
Y'all sound exactly the same. And my son's friends, he's got 2 that he went all through school with since they were in kindergarten. And then he's got a couple that he's gotten since he's been a teenager, and they're all my boys.
Mm-hmm.
They call me Mama, Mama T. And one of them lives in Florida, and he's like, Mama T, I'm coming in town. Mama T, do you know what Tristan's got going on? I'm going to surprise Tristan. He's just, and the other 2 are just like my boys. They grew up in my house.
Yeah.
And one of them lived with us for a while. And I said, I've kind of taken over that with you, that I'm very mama-ish, and you're like one of my flock now. I said, I feel more motherly towards him than he feels son-like towards me, but it's okay.
Maybe
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe, but hey,
I'm just saying that
I'm not gonna push it away.
like she's just weird like that. So
I'm not gonna say no.
But so we were talking about that, and we just got to talking about how I love that. I love being mama to the boys, and my girls, but they all have friends that still call me mama, and I always made sure, that's one thing I always wanted to make sure, I'm not trying to be their friend, so to speak, but their friends, when they come over, I always wanted them to feel welcome and safe when they were there. Like, didn't want them to feel
out of place.
Yeah. I didn't want them to feel like, because a lot of them, I have to admit, our house was like a rescue. My kids were always rescuing a friend. They don't have any place to go. Mama, they don't have anything. Mama, can we help them? Mama, can we do this? Can they stay here a night or 2? Things are going badly at home. And I was always sure.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't ever want a child to feel, and because 18 and under, you're still a child,
Mm-hmm.
to feel like they don't have anywhere that they can go and somebody that they can count on. And if I'm that person, then good, I'm that person.
Yeah.
And so that's why I just like having my little flock around me. I love it.
Your
It makes me
flock.
feel good. So, all right, it is 7:11. We're going to thank our morning show sponsors. Thank you so much to Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Country Financial Insurance, Julie Holderfield and her team there, Central Alabama Wellness. We love us some Zena Cartwell. I haven't seen her in the last 2 weeks, but she does have a show on Wednesdays called Empower Hour with Zena. So if you get a chance, please check that out. We also have Ian Velasquez. I'm not going to say it right. Ian Velasquez. He has Faith on the Ground, and that's on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Zena's is on Saturday. I don't know why I said Wednesdays. It's on Saturdays at 10. Sean Bailey was doing his on Wednesdays, but he works at a school, and I think he had to take a step back because he's got some sports going on or something. So those are just a few of the things that we do. We also have our Cooking It Up segment that is posted on Thursdays as well. And this Thursday, when we post our Christmas Eve one, we got a really good recipe y'all can try with some leftover ham and stuff. So I also want to thank Coca-Cola, Mike Baker. Good morning, Mike. He's watching this morning. I think he made our little Christmas tree. I don't know if you saw it on the stairs.
I did.
He
I did.
Made the
Very
Coke
nice.
tree out of the Coke and the Sprite. It looks really good. He keeps us fully stocked with all of our Coca-Cola products. And he said that he was going to make sure he brought me some more of these Slender cans.
For Christmas?
Well, no, just in general. As long as they're making them, he's going to make sure he brings them. So
Okay.
get some more of those. Are you ready? Here we
ready.
go, Mikey. A 1 and a 2 and a... See, he started opening his before we sat down, and I made him stop. Now I threw him off his game because he was a little slow.
Yeah.
I like to reach the world to sing.
Very good.
Harmony. My favorite.
Talking about karaoke.
Commercial. Yeah. Coca-Cola karaoke. Yes, that's what we're doing. Also, thank you to our Chilton County Chamber of Commerce, Larry Puckett Chevrolet, where they have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. So before you go anywhere else, please go by and see Kurt and his team there at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Rah, 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 rah.
Chevrolet.
Also, thank you to Putter Up in Pelham, where they now offer memberships. You can get different level memberships for individual and family. The 2 individuals they have, you can get 2 rounds of putt-putt per month for $14.99. $27.99 gets you unlimited putt-putt for an individual. $65.99 for a family of 4. And if you just go one time,
it's
worth it.
You paid for it.
And that includes 2 adults, 2 kids, and you get 10% off of snacks and beverages. So be sure you go by and check that out. Thank you also to Jake and his team at Save More in Clanton, Calera, and Brent. And I've got to go by there and get some stuff for Christmas breakfast. I'll go do that today. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Also, thank you to Bruce at Old Orchard Amish Furniture, Mark at Wood Surfside Marina. They are out of Pell City, but they are now going to be servicing Lake Mitchell and Lay Lake. They have plenty of Benton boats. So if you just want to put that in your man's stocking, you can. I'm sure he won't.
He won't complain. No.
Also, I want to remind you that Clanton Outdoors is under new ownership. Greg Gay, he's got that place. I mean, it is
stocked up to the brim.
It's got all kinds of stuff in there. So go by there and check that out. El Metate Mexican Grill there in downtown Clanton, right there on the square. I understand they have lots of deals and good. I went by there after we did our Christmas special. That place was packed out. They had the whole street on both sides.
Wow.
Folks were having their Christmas parties in there. That's a great place to have. If you want a festive Christmas party, that's where to have one. And also thank you to Tavante and his family there at Market 22, formerly Bees Market. I went by there Friday, got me 4 pork chops. He seasoned them in some kind of peppercorn, garlic, and something seasoning. And
making me hungry.
they were a little over they were about that thick. They were about an inch, almost 2 inches thick. And I'm going to tell you, we cooked those on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I made some rice pilaf, and we had some grilling beans, and I mean, those pork chops were amazing. Yeah. So get by Market 22, and they have also really, since they've been open, and it was just not long before Thanksgiving when they opened, they have been so generous to the community. They've actually donated hams for our giveaway that we had some families that we were helping.
Yeah.
They donated hams for the family so that they'd be able to have Christmas dinner. We had some other folks that brought in some non-perishable items, so we just kind of put that stuff together and made meals
Very
out
generous,
of it so people would be able to have a Christmas meal. And I've still got 2 more that I can give away. So y'all need to be watching our Facebook page. We're going to give those hams away today on our Facebook page. You'll be able to pick those up tomorrow by 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So be looking at that. It is 7:17. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hit these headlines. Some of them are not so good.
Yeah, there's some.
We may
there's
even
some kind of
skip over
sad
some
ones.
of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah, there's.
I mean, this is what's in the news, folks. I can only report what's out there.
There's kind of some sad ones in
There
here.
is some sad ones. A couple of good ones. Though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
good morning, Piper. Good morning, Mike, Tanya, Ricky.
I met Ricky for the first time the other day.
Yes, he called you Mr. Eliminator.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that when we come back. So we'll stay. We had our giveaway, our $1,000 giveaway. So y'all stay with us. We're going to talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Garrett. Broadcasting live from the Clayton Trust Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
We are back. The time is 7:20. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio.
Yeah.
So before we went to break, we were talking about how we had our $1,000 giveaway on Friday. First, I want to say congratulations to all of our winners that won throughout the kinda sorta 12 days. It was more like 10. But that's why we call it the kinda sorta.
Yeah,
It was actually it was 5 days of giving away $100, and on the 10th day we gave away $1,000. Our $100 winners: Maria Dempsey, Tanya Caudle, Shelby Heflin, Chastity Nolasco, Krista Allred, Deanna Scott, Kathy Giles, Anna McMaster, and Courtney Rhodes. Congratulations to them. And then our $1,000 winner, we did the drawdown.
Yep.
We drew what we thought were 25 names. Somehow,
Yeah, we may have miscounted one.
we miscounted. I think what happened, because I was letting y'all get yours and I was the last one to draw, I think I drew one extra that I wasn't supposed to draw.
Possibly.
And so instead of 25, we ended up with 26. And so we had that extra name in there. And the winner was not Ricky. He
No.
made the final four.
He did.
And then Garrett
Mhm.
axed him.
Yeah.
He and the
Had to do
Grinch
it.
axed him.
Had to do it.
He was so close. Of course, they were like, had they won, they were going to donate it back, and we were going to go buy stuff for a bunch of families. So, and then hubby's work bestie got to the final two. Now, how we had been doing it, the name that we draw was eliminated, and the one that was left is the winner. That's how we did all of them when we did the drawdown. Had I done it the other way,
You would have won.
and said the person that we draw here is the winner and the person left in the basket is eliminated, Work Bestie would have won $1,000.
Yep.
As it stood, one deserving young lady by the name of Destiny Ward won that, and she was so, when I called her on the phone and I said, "Is this Destiny?" She said, "It is." And I said, "I've got some good news for you." And she said, because I told her who I was, and she said, because she was like, "Okay, like, I don't know why you're calling me, but okay." And I said, "You won $1,000." And it was dead silent. You could have heard crickets. And then she went, "Are you serious?" And I said, "As a heart attack." And she goes, "Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh my gosh." She was so just shocked that she won. She came and got it. She actually works locally here in Clanton. And come to find out, she's in the middle of planning a wedding. And so she said, "Planning a wedding is really expensive." I said, "Yes, it is." And she said, and then she was like, "You just don't know how much I appreciate this. You have no idea how much I appreciate this." And I was like, "No, I do. I was glad she won."
Yeah, that's very good timing.
Yes. She was so thankful. We also had a lot of toys donated and a lot of canned goods donated. And we had some families that we were able to help with that. They were able to come in and get some stuff. Otherwise, I don't think they would have had anything under the tree. For
That's
the little
good.
one. So we were able to help them. So I say all that to say it is, thanks to our sponsors that made this giveaway possible. We could not have done it without them. Let me get to my list here. It was because of them that we were able to hold this whole thing for the 10 days that we did it. Clanton Tractor. So when I say that, I want you to recognize these names, and I want you to patron these businesses that sponsor the morning show, because without them, we wouldn't have one. And without our sponsors, we would not have had this giveaway.
Yeah.
Patron these businesses. They're local. They make sure that they always participate in local things.
Yep.
And they're the most giving. They make sure that
they're always giving.
Yeah, they are always helping out. Clanton Tractor, Country Financial Insurance, Suits Me. Now, Suits Me has a new location. If you're used to her being on 31, over there next to the drugstore there. I forgot the name of it already.
I thought it was over there by Zaxby's. Was it? Oh, it wasn't?
It was not that far down.
Oh.
Suits Me. They were next to, I think, Lending Nation maybe is a little lending place or something. She is now on the square there in downtown Clanton. She's next to Morelands.
Okay.
And between Bama Benefits and Morelands. So go see her. If you need stuff for a guy, that's the place to go.
Oh, yeah.
Between her and Clanton Outdoors.
Yeah.
Testosterone. Also, thank you to Farmers Home Furniture. They had a huge sale over the weekend, and if I had to guess, if you went by there today and said, "Hey,
oh yeah,
I wasn't able to make it," I'm pretty sure that they're going to give you the deal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tell her I sent you. Tell her I said that you could have it. Excuse me.
Have it for the
April will
deal.
make sure that you get taken care of there. Also, thank you to McKinnon Toyota and McKinnon Nissan, Woods Surfside Marina, Clanton Outdoor. Again, Greg and his team there at Clanton Outdoor. They got all kinds of guy stuff. Casey, my girl Casey at First Bank of Alabama, they also were a sponsor. Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Nowhere on 7th. They helped last year. They were instrumental in a lot of the toys and the canned foods that we got last year. If it hadn't been for them and the Senior Connection, there would probably been on.
Yeah.
We were able to help a lot of folks last year and this year. And also El Matate there on the square.
There you go.
Yes, thank you so much. So keep in mind when you're getting gift certificates and gifts for not just for Christmas, but for anything, to patron these businesses because it's thanks to them that we're able to do the things that we do. Let's see. Did you see the story? This just kind of ran across my feed this morning. 2 men were hanging on for dear life. They got stuck upside down on a roller coaster in Texas. Upside down at a 90-degree angle for an hour. I'm sure all the blood was rushed to their head by that point. They had to call the fire department and, finally they were rescued. And people wonder why I do not ride roller coasters and stuff.
I was about to say that.
No, absolutely not.
There would be lawsuit. I don't even know if you could sue for that. Lawsuits. That's why I fear roller coasters. And
you fear them.
Yeah. And my mom and dad say they didn't trick me on getting on a roller coaster when I went to Disney when I was like 8 years old.
Oh, which one did you ride?
It was the one in the dark. Space Mountain.
Oh, was it Space Mountain? There's also the Tower of Terror. It's in the dark
no,
too.
it was not that one. No. I would have knew. I would have knew. But yeah, I was like 8 years old and we went to Disney and they knew I didn't like roller coasters, but they were like, this isn't a roller coaster.
Technically, it's not, I don't think. It just feels like one.
Look, I've seen the lights flashing. There's rails going everywhere in that room. I don't know how big it is, but I do not do roller coasters at all.
Well,
Can't stand them.
Even if this had not happened to me, I can just about guarantee I still wouldn't ride them because I don't want to be upside down. I don't, and roller coasters, they do this thing. I felt like I'd had plenty of it because I lived in Center Point and over by the high school where I lived, the road was like a up and down. We called it like a roller coaster. And all you had to do was just pick up a little bit of speed. And we didn't take much. And you'd come over those things and you would lose your stomach every time.
Oh, yeah.
And I had enough of that feeling from the time I started school in 5th grade there to the time I graduated that I really I'm not missing anything when I don't have that on the regular. So roller coasters do the same thing. But I rode a roller coaster like a dummy at the Alabama State Fair when I was 15 years old, and we had a little and the way this roller coaster was, and they do a lot of roller coasters like this, it's not one big long roller coasters. It's like cars that ride on roller coaster track, and so you get like 4 people in one, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Sometimes you can squeeze that third person in there. Well, one of the little cars got stuck on the track, and it was at the bottom. And we came down and we nailed that car so hard. And then the car behind us nailed us. So we got sandwiched.
Yep.
It knocked all the cars a little bit off the track. We were stuck there, injured. A boy had a compound fracture in his arm. Probably
hurt the necks too.
My boyfriend, which is Auburn's daddy, broke his wrist. Fractured neck, and the girl behind, and a knee got smashed. It broke my ribs, and I had a concussion. But the fact that we were stuck up there forever, it seems like, before they finally came and got us, no.
Yeah.
So, I'm out.
Knock on wood, I've never been stuck on a roller coaster, but I know. It's
tradition.
I was not a part of the tradition until that visit.
I was gonna say you are now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Six Flags, I've been to Universal, I've been to Disney. I've never enjoyed a roller coaster, ever. I would rather put me on a kiddie ride where we're swinging around in circles for 5 minutes. I'm there, but if I have to get on a roller coaster that goes 50 feet up in the air and there's a drop, I'm
You're
okay.
done?
I'm good. I would just rather not.
Yeah. So we went to Gulf Shores and they had a little roller coaster type thing, and I rode that with the kids, and that was enough for me. It jerked me all over the place, and I said, I mean, and it wasn't even really a bad roller coaster. It didn't go really, really high up, but it did a lot of twists and turns. It was enough to make your head spin a little bit. And I got off that thing, and I was like, it shook my brain. It rattled my brains in my head, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't think I need to do this again. And I only did it because they were begging.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to do it by themselves. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll be a trooper.
Well,
no more.
The kiddie roller coasters are the ones that jerk you around the most. You know?
Like, seems like it.
I guess they figured kids have young necks and shoulders and everything, so they can kind of deal with the jerk yeah. But those are the ones that get you. Yeah. Really though.
Not me. I did not handle that well. All right, it's 7:32. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we got to talk. There's a Clanton man. He finally got his day in court, and it didn't work out so well for him. So we'll talk about that, as well as Jake Paul. There was a fight.
Yeah, there was a fight.
And a ball game. We'll talk about that. So, yeah.
It was a regulated fight, though.
Stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Poplar Peach Radio. Therese and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
is 7:36. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. A Clayton man was sentenced to life for robbing and tormenting an elderly woman. She was 74 years old, and strangling another one, which happened to be his girlfriend.
Yep.
He strangled her completely unconscious. John Drummond, he bound a 74-year-old woman, robbed her. He stole her debit card, car, and jewelry. And then he strangled his ex-girlfriend until she was unconscious. But he got sentenced to life yesterday, or last week. I think it was last Friday or Thursday. So he won't be getting out.
Deserved.
I mean, he's probably eligible at some point, but
I hope not.
I know that's the thing with, I watch a lot of crime docudrama things, 48 Hours, Dateline, 2020, anything I can watch like that, I do. I'm because I'm just obsessed with trying to understand why people do the things they do.
Yep.
And when you look back on it and they get caught, you're like, how did you think this was going to play out? None of this makes any sense to do. All you were doing was dropping breadcrumbs for them to find out who actually did this. You're not going to get away with it. So why did you do it? I mean, it's crazy. People are like, no, we were just friends.
Yeah.
I've never, and then it turns out they've been having a full-blown affair for 5 years and they conspired to kill a spouse and all these other things. They're like, it's on your phone.
Yeah.
It's in your cloud. It's on your computer. I mean, just because you hit the delete button does not mean it goes anywhere. Numbskull.
No, everything stays on the internet. And people that commit crimes nowadays, how do you think you're going to get away with it? The police have so much technology and different ways to track you.
Do you know, because did you not talk about this before where they have the thing now where I did the MyHeritage, the DNA thing. If you do those and if you're in that thing, they can figure out who you are based off of who you're related to. So if you can say, and then this one girl, that's how she kind of got into forensics by doing that. She was like, she helped catch a killer that was related to her. It ended up being like a cousin down the line or something, but they shared the same DNA, and she was able to help figure out who that was. It was really neat how they did it. But I did it, and I just recently when I got on there, it popped up. I have all these second cousins that I've never met. There's a bajillion of them, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do with all this.
Yeah.
Like, I have all this family that I'm 57 years old. This is family that I've never met.
Never spoken to.
Never spoken to. And it's so wild.
The ancestry and the heritage and all these other lineage type of things that you can do. It is crazy how much you can learn about just your family's history. And like you said, people that you are related to and you had no clue.
Yeah, and so my son and I were talking about it yesterday because he's got his biological person that helped father him has a lot of Native American in him. So my kids are a quarter of Native American, and I was like, I wonder if I have any. So when I was looking at my printout, the thing that they tell me, that was the first thing I looked to see if I had any. I do not. I have zero.
Really?
Native American.
Like that's rare.
I am English, and then I have Scottish and Welsh. Those are my two. English was like 40-something%. Scottish and Welsh were 38%.
Yeah.
So I'm like way up there in that. And then I had another one that was, it was another name, but it meant of Celtic and Welsh descent too. It was like 8% on that. And then some other stuff that was like insignificant. The other things were like 1%, 2%. But yeah, I'm English, and I thought I had Irish. I mean, I do, but it's a very small amount. It's like 8%.
Yeah.
But I am definitely a whole lot Scottish and Welsh. But I'm fascinated with that culture.
yeah.
That's one of the plans. I was like, I want to go. I was like, I want to go to Ireland. I'll take Scotland too. Either one of those, but preferably both. I want to go to both.
I think Ireland's very pretty.
I've always wanted to go, and I've never understood why I had that desire to go. I've read books about the rolling greens and the cobblestone this, and I know it's not all that. It's a lot of bad weather and stuff over there too, but just for whatever reason, I was just fascinated by that and wanted to, know what it was like. And that's even one more reason why I want to go. That I told hubby, I was like, that is my bucket list. I want to go to Ireland. And he was like, well, I hope you have a good time. Because he's not going to, I don't think I could get him to go on a plane ride that long to get there.
Yeah, I mean, Ireland, it's cold and rainy, but
it has some warm days.
I'm sure that's kind of funny, but now that I think about it, England, they had like a heat wave not too long ago. We talked about. I think we talked about that.
Was it 70 degrees?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. So if that's the heat wave in Ireland, then
we think a 70 is a cold wave. When we've been, when it's been 90 degrees and we get 70, we're like, woo.
Yep. You walk outside with short sleeves, you're like, what's going on?
Risk.
But yes, Ireland's a very pretty country, and I think that I could be wrong, but I think they have a lot of old castles and stuff that I would love
Scotland
to visit.
does too. That's why I want to go. I want to go.
I'd love to visit those.
I wouldn't mind staying in one, but I think it's really this is one of these things I'm going to have to save up for 4 years.
Probably.
Or longer to go. I will be in my 60s before I get to go do this. But
Me
I'm gonna
too,
do
probably.
It. I'm gonna do it. That is my bucket list. I'm gonna do that. But we were talking about this guy. His name is John Drummond. He's here in Clanton. Sentenced. And you were telling me during the break because we were talking about the sentencing part, and you were like, there's people in a jail in Georgia that you read about that they still haven't been. Like they're still waiting. Yeah. They're in jail waiting on court dates that they're so far behind, they're years behind.
Yeah. I have the name of the county.
Okay.
It's Clayton County.
Clayton County. Okay.
Clayton County Jail. And I'm just scrolling through the comments on this thing that I saw, and somebody commented, I spent 6 months in the Clayton County Jail, and he said that he never got sentenced. He never got, and there's people
just let him out.
Yes, and
we arrested you, but we don't have anything we can hold you for now because we're so backlogged. We're just going to let you go. It was minor. Bye.
According to this thing, there's people in there that for a speeding ticket that are being housed with murderers and.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing: let's say you get a speeding ticket and your license is suspended, you will go to jail.
Yeah. And the next thing you know, you're in there with a killer.
Yeah. Because they don't have anywhere else to put you. You've got your white collar, your blue collar crimes. You've got, the white collar corporate crimes. They're housed in a completely different type of jail. It's not even remotely the same. But yeah, I mean, that's scary. And you and I both watched a documentary. I don't know if it was the same one about even Alabama prisons, what deplorable conditions people are in. And Baden's, he was like, well, you shouldn't have got in trouble and got in jail. And I get that mentality, kind of my mentality too. But at the same time, inhumane conditions are inhumane conditions, and you're still a human. And I mean, a lot of people feel like, well, they did this, that, or the other thing. They deserve whatever they get. And to an extent, I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, I was watching this thing, and this one guy who was doing the documentary, they were interviewing people secretly. They got secret cameras in these jails by using cell phones that they're not supposed to have. And it showed these guards beating an inmate until he died. And they made up a story that he came at them and stuff, but the video
did not say that.
Did not show that at all. And that they were asking Kay Ivey to go back and hold some of these jails accountable for some of the conditions and stuff, and some of the deaths that were happening in the jail, and she wouldn't do it. She said that there was not enough evidence to support what they were. And I was like, well, based off of what I saw, I did not like that at all. And now I'm not saying that every jail is like that. I'm saying that there were some specific ones in Alabama that some bad stuff was happening.
Yeah.
And it's wrong. I mean, it is absolutely wrong.
I mean, it's breaking amendment or constitutional rights, and there's not a lot they can do, I don't think, because, overcrowding is a bad thing that it's been happening in American jails for years. But I don't understand why the courts are so backed up in all of these different states.
Well, I'll tell you why. A lot of it is, a long time ago, let's say you caught two guys doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. Let's say you were an officer or something, and you could catch them, and you'd say, "Hey, man, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Good and well, you don't need to be doing this. You don't need to be. Give the stuff back, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah,
give it back. And no charges will be pressed. You got scared. You learned your lesson. You probably aren't going to do it again." Now, a lot of people would say, yeah, but when you start letting people go and they still, because they got away with it, that encourages them to keep doing it. But it's almost like the Andy Griffith type of justice and law. I mean, you kind of try to reason with people's sensibility and good side.
Yeah.
In a way. Now, everything, I mean, if you get a speeding ticket and you're driving on suspended license, off to jail you go. You're caught with so much marijuana, off to jail you go. I mean, they're putting you there, and these officers are out there every single day risking their lives, and they're risking their lives, but at the same time they're caught up in all these menial things, and it's taking them away from doing the things that they need to be doing.
Yeah.
And they're putting all these people in jail for every little infraction, and it's crazy to me. That's why the jails are overcrowded. You're instead of getting them help, you're putting them behind bars and things like that. And so it's kind of a catch-22. It's yes, if you're keeping on and you're a career criminal, that's where you need to be.
Yeah,
if you've been arrested 10 times and you haven't learned your lesson yet, we're done with you. You get a chance, and if you screw it up, then that's it. But most of the time, these people are sitting in there because they don't have money for somebody who's been accused of something they didn't do. They don't have money for a good defense. They get convicted of something that they maybe didn't do, or they admit to something they didn't do, or they take a plea just to end it, to make it. And I see this constantly with all the stuff I watch.
Yeah, all the time.
And it's just kind of sad. And that's one of the reasons why our jails are overcrowded, I think. Now, yes, there are people that need to be behind bars, like that guy. He obviously, they said he was a career criminal. This was like, I don't know, 30 or 40 arrests that he'd already been for the same type of stuff.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be in there for life. Like he was sentenced. He was sentenced correctly, I think. I mean, a career criminal robbed and tormented a 74-year-old woman and then strangled his ex. You kind of deserve to be in there.
He just needed to be punched in the throat one time. He probably would stop doing that.
Yeah. And that might be happening right now.
But also, there's no fear of anything. People are not afraid of jail. So they keep doing stuff too.
Yeah.
And so it's like this. It sounds like I'm talking out both sides of my mouth, but I also understand why you've got, like, back in the day, if you were caught stealing, Baden was like, yeah, take that arm off. You're out of
That's
here.
what they did.
Or you got caught and you were found guilty, hang them.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah. And it was like,
the trial is, we're going to hang you.
Yeah, it was like,
that was it. That was it. I mean, you were like, okay.
It's like you got arrested and you're getting hung next week.
And there's 6 of them hanging, and they're just like all ready to get hung at the same time. And you're like, okay, so that's it for today. And I mean, that was our court system.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
which is wild, by the way. That is wild.
I mean, but in a way, if you had swift justice like that, you wouldn't have jail overcrowding.
No, I don't think we should be hanging everybody for a speeding ticket, but
For sure.
I mean,
but I'm talking about things like, murder and things like that. Hang them.
Yeah.
Be done. Make a spectacle out of them. People would not want to
Nope.
get caught doing stuff like that. They'd be like, maybe I just better, walk the straight and narrow for a little bit. I really don't want to get hung today. Because they didn't just go, okay, we're going to sentence you tomorrow. They were like, okay, you're found guilty. Sentence hanging. Go. Go line up. You're like, whoa.
And I mean, it is such a wild concept to think about. It's like, I mean, it's like, all right,
there's 20 miles an hour here. Let me go 15.
There's a public execution today. Everybody go to the square.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's terrible.
Be out there
Popcorn, get your popcorn.
selling pom-poms.
Cotton candy. All right, it's 7:52. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa Garrett broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
From all of our family at Wood Surfside Marina, we want to wish you a very Merry and blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yes, a pontoon boat does fit in Santa's sleigh. Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. We are back. The time is 7:54. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We were just talking about how if we brought back the old way of doing things, there would be no overcrowding in the jails.
That's true. Yeah. There wouldn't be nobody in a jail.
There wouldn't be really anybody in a jail. Wouldn't even have a reason to have a jail, really. I mean,
They wouldn't make it into the jail. They would quit doing it though. I mean, they'd quit their bad activities.
That's true.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is, I mean, you'd think that sounds inhumane.
Yeah.
You're guilty, but what if they weren't guilty? Most of the time, I mean, I would say less than 10% of people who are found guilty are innocent.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If right. Oh, speaking of. Speaking of.
What do you mean? Speaking of.
Speaking of, there was, I don't know where it was.
Somebody got their hand cut off?
I didn't put this on here,
but
I saw there was I don't know where it was, But there was a guy and his girlfriend. They were caught on surveillance trying to shoplift.
Mm-hmm.
And the store manager brings them to the back, you know, because they're caught.
Yeah.
Police are called. And she's sitting there and he's sitting there. Now, he's got like a toboggan on, a big jacket, you know, he's got a tattoo that comes up to his neck right here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's sitting there, and then the police, there's like 2 or 3 police officers that come in there. And then I watched the video, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just watched this. This guy, I don't know, and I couldn't really hear what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, all of a sudden, he's got his hands in his pocket like this, which was, you know, I would have said, get your hands out of your pockets.
That's a
and
red
maybe
flag.
they did. Maybe they did, and that's why. But he whips out a gun, and he starts firing. And when he does, this officer tackles him, and he gives him a knee to the you-know-wheres and in the stomach that I don't know how that guy recovered from it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how he recovered from it. And the girl goes, oh, no.
Yeah.
Like, she was like floored that he was doing. She kept telling him, no, stop. You know, of course, she got in trouble for being a part of the shoplifting.
Oh, yeah.
But then he has got all these charges for attempted murder on a police officer. Oh my jeez. Why are you trying to shoot over?
Probably some chips or something.
I don't know what he was stealing. It didn't say. I don't know if it was big items for Christmas or what. This just recently, it's happened just like Thursday or Friday when this happened.
Oh, really?
And I saw the video that they went right away. It was on the news.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, if that officer hadn't have done what he did, if he hadn't have moved as quickly as he did, they ended up tackling him, and the gun ended up going off a couple more times, but luckily nobody got shot. It's just by the grace of the Lord, I guess, that
by the grace
did not
of God
happen.
that nobody got shot.
That could have been a whole different
Yes,
situation.
He could have been charged with murder instead of attempted murder.
Oh, yeah.
In other words.
And but here's the thing: attempted murder means that you had the thought and the malice in your heart and brain to wipe somebody off this earth.
Yeah.
And I think they should carry the same as murder.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you were trying to, and it was just because of getting preempted that it didn't take place.
I mean, I think you could probably say that it was premeditated as well. Because, I mean...
Because he was sitting there thinking about it while he was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
He was
There's
sitting
no
there
doubt.
he was just waiting for his moment. For whatever reason, he chose that moment. And I'd have to go back and really watch the video again. There may have been something that I missed. And I actually did go back, and there was a little bit longer version of it off of a news channel or something. But, I mean, what is... Young guy. I mean, he was probably in his 20s.
Yeah. I don't know what would possess anyone to have the thought of... I mean, it's to have the thought of murdering somebody. It is just so obscene and outlandish to me.
But then I saw, and this is the thing, you have to punish people who break the law.
Yeah.
You have to, if in jail is really the only other option we have outside of doing bodily harm to them, which, we can't go around doing that, obviously.
No.
So what do you do? But there were these 2 women that were walking out of looked like a Target or a Walmart maybe, and they had on the stuff they were stealing, and they're smiling. They're just looking up, smiling, like, look what we're doing. They ended up getting caught.
Yeah, I thought they got away with it.
They ended up getting caught. And the comments, I read the comments, which is my first mistake, by the way. Because when I read the comments and I see the stupidity that comes within those letters that get typed out, I'm like, what brain cells are you surviving off of?
Yeah.
Because they were like, well, I don't understand why they got in trouble. They gave the stuff back. They got all their stuff back. The store was able to recoup. So there's, it's not stealing if they didn't get to leave the store with it.
It is.
Why are you even trying to split hairs like that? Why are you defending? It's those people and the mamas that say, why you shot my son? He was just trying to steal everything you had. He just trying to knock your door down and beat you up for your stuff,
Yeah.
but then you shot him. I'm like, where are these people's mentality coming from? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a mindset I cannot fathom. I have no clue. It is just it leaves me speechless, to be honest. I have no clue how to even contemplate the thought. Like, okay, they got the stuff back, so why does it matter if they're stealing? It's the fact that they tried. You know, I mean, they tried to leave. I mean,
the attempt.
It wasn't like they were like, oh well, if they get it back, it's okay. No,
But
they tried to leave.
And some of these stores are like, let's let them go.
Yeah, because it probably happens so often. They don't want to call
Let
the cops.
them go.
Yeah, I know.
Because when you let them go, guess what they do?
They go next door to the
they
next
come back and then they do
to
it
the other
again.
store and go steal from them. I don't know, but I think the reason stores do that is because it happens so often. They get tired of calling the cops.
Well, let me just tell you, those prices that you pay have that built in. That when they come down, when they figure up cost on something, they're figuring in their loss
Mm-hmm.
in there.
Oh yeah.
So even though I didn't steal anything and you didn't steal anything, that bottom line price is us paying for what all these other people do.
Yep.
And the people that bring stuff back that's broken and stuff like that. That's part of their loss too.
Yeah.
I mean, so that is just because it only costs Walmart $2 and they're charging you $20, some of that their cost that's in there is because they're having to cushion that somehow.
Yep. And I mean,
otherwise they can't stay in business.
This is like the prime time for stealing right now,
Oh, yeah,
or
it
in
is.
December, for Christmas in December and stuff.
And Thanksgiving too.
Yep, and Thanksgiving, and I don't know, it's a strange world, because there's so much crime that goes on that, like we were talking about, just kind of doesn't get punished, because there's so much overcrowding and there's so many issues with the court systems, and there's not a real solution to it.
But somebody said, and it happened because of the Charlie Kirk situation. But they were like, about guns and stuff like that. She said there's not a gun problem in this world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a humanity problem.
Yeah.
And I say that 100% because if we had a little more, because you've got people stealing that it's not because they need to, it's because they want to. They don't want to work.
Yeah.
They don't want to do what it takes to make a life for themselves. They want the government to give them the EBT. They want the government to put them on the welfare and pay for their. I was watching this one thing where there was a lady who paid rent. Okay, let's say it's in like New York, where her rent to stay in this 1-bedroom apartment was like $1,500 a month. Do you know how much of that came out of her pocket?
Probably not a lot.
Like $28. All she had to do was pay her $28.
Yeah.
And she got evicted because she didn't what? Pay her $28. All you had to do was pay $28. Meanwhile, she's probably out there buying Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
She's getting her nails done and getting her hair done and getting all these things done, but she couldn't pay that $28 that she owed. So the apartment complex were like, we don't care that we got, $1,478 out of, or $72 out of it.
Yeah.
You didn't pay your part, and so you get to go live somewhere else. And she was trying to sue the apartment building. I was like, for her, she wanted her deposit back.
Oh, well, you don't get that when you don't pay your rent. Hate to say it, but
and I'm like, why is the government paying all of her like that? Why? Why are we doing that? This is why our government is in the shape it is, our economy, and why our nation is in the dire mess that we're in, just because we're paying that kind of money to people who absolutely just don't want to work. They want to do everything but work.
And I feel, at some point having a care has to come into it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't care enough to save $28 out of your spending, out of your expenses.
I think her mentality was, well, they got the $1,400 and
Probably
and $72. So, what if I don't pay my 28? It's not going to make a big difference.
No.
But they found out quickly that it does make a big difference. And then she goes and sues the complex. I was like,
it's just not having a care. I don't know.
it is just $28 that she didn't pay. That's not the point. The
No.
point is the other money was being paid for her to help her, and she still couldn't do that $28. Look, I don't know what you're doing in life so hard that you can't afford $28 for rent.
I think I could do that. Yeah. I think I could afford $28 for rent. I mean, that is
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing.
I don't either. And
We're allowing too many people, though, to get away with not even attempting. We're just saying, oh, did you apply for a job today? Yes. Did you do this? Yes. Okay, well, here's your money.
yeah.
Show me proof. I want to, how about you applied for a job today? I want something from that employer that says you came in there and what the result was.
Yeah.
And if you didn't hire them, tell me why.
Yeah, if they came in there in flip-flops and khaki shorts and a surfing t-shirt,
How about my friend owns a staffing company, and I helped her out one day. She was like, "Can you come in and just help me get some of these applicants? So I'm hiring for a really big job. It was for a company that they subcontract out to, or their employees are subcontracted to Honda because they do parts and stuff like that. And so they had a couple of warehouse positions they were trying to fill. I think they were trying to fill like maybe 10 or 15 positions. These women came up in this staffing company in PJs, house slippers, ratty T-shirts, smelling like you know what, weed, trying to get a job at this warehouse.
Yep.
How about, no, you can't even pass a drug test. What makes makes you think you're going to, but they were only there because they had to apply. They had to do something. But even if they were serious about getting a job, why are you coming up here in your jammies? They think because it's a warehouse job, it doesn't matter what they look like when they apply. It
Absolutely.
100% matters.
It matters if you go to McDonald's. If you go to work at, I don't know. If you go anywhere to apply for a job, you need to dress business casual at the very least. I mean, if you go to any kind of fancy job, a suit, I mean, is more appropriate than anything, you know. And I mean, us on this show, we dress y'all dress up every. Okay, well, you're dressed up.
Well, sweatshirt and pants, but it's Christmas week,
yeah,
and I'm wearing, you know.
I mean, you dress up to make an impression on somebody, and I think going to a job interview in pajamas is laughable. I mean,
is.
You know,
when these people came in there, I looked at her. I said, "I go, are they serious?" And she goes, "She was like, I was like, I'm just asking."
It's embarrassing.
She was like, well, like, how about don't ask in front of them? I was like, but I can't. I'm like, I don't understand how these people, why they think coming in here dressed like that is appropriate. Like, I had to do. Oh, this really burned me up. I had to do. I was a foreman on a grand jury, and these people that showed up in this courthouse for their jury duty drove me nuts. And then this one boy kept wearing his ball cap in there, and I made him take it off.
Well, that's another thing. Jury duty.
I said,
why would you not dress up?
I said, why are you wearing a hat in here?
Yeah.
He said, what do you mean? I said, well, what do you mean? What do I mean? Why? I said, why are you wearing a hat? I mean, you're in a courtroom. Take your hat off. I said, I know your mother taught you better than that. You don't know my mama.
And there's always some smart comment.
And I said, I don't have to know your mama. I don't have to know your mama to know that you should know better.
Yeah.
You should know you don't wear a hat in a courtroom. You don't wear a hat in church. You don't wear a hat in a courtroom. There are some things that are just, it's respectful.
Yeah.
Nobody has respect anymore. If I want to wear a hat, I'm going to wear a hat. If I want to wear this, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's like where we do that back in the 80s and see what happens to you.
Yeah.
Dare you.
Yeah. I mean, now I'll say when I go in restaurants and stuff, I wear hats because my hair's usually messed up. But I do know that you're not supposed to have a hat on.
You know it.
Yeah, I know it, but my hair's messed up, and I don't want to look like I don't want to look. I don't want my hair to show because my hair's
Most
messed
of the time,
up.
when
But
you sat down at a table,
Yeah,
regardless whether you're
everywhere.
in a restaurant or in your house, matter of fact, you didn't wear a hat in the house.
mm-mm.
You put it on as you're walking out the door,
Mhm.
but you didn't come in the house with it. Men used to, if a lady came in the room, and whether the
Stand
term is
up.
loosely or not, a female, let's put it that way, walk in the room. Man, if he has a hat on, take his hat off, stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
None of that happens anymore.
I know.
None of that happens anymore. And women, let's not get me started on you. Don't think you're going to get off easy because you're not. Some of the stuff that these women do now, I wouldn't be. I'm modest anyway. But what I see some of these women wearing and doing on the regular, and nobody blinks an eye,
Oh, I know.
boggles my mind.
I know.
And you get the young girls. I've seen them walking around and their cheeks are hanging out of their shorts and stuff. And I'm like,
Yep.
did your mama not, their whole belly is showing on stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are we doing this?
I don't know where.
When did that become the norm? When did doing that become normal?
I don't know where we went wrong in society
I don't
to where that's what we're doing
and
nowadays.
then they want to say, what are you looking at?
What do you think?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You're asking me that? Really?
I mean,
and maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm one of these, get off my lawn, old people. I don't know. But
I think so.
I still think that there should be respectful of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Have more respect for you. You don't this sexualization of America has gone berserk. Yeah. Absolutely. The things that are tolerated now, I remember wanting to wear a cutoff t-shirt. And my mom and I got in when I say a knockdown drag out, I mean a knockdown drag out. She's like, I dare you to walk out the door wearing that. I dare you to walk out the door wearing that.
Drag you back in by your head.
How you feel about it when I drag you back in here. And she was like, "Good, I will burn these clothes before you wear them."
Yeah.
And I mean, and at the time I was like, well, everybody else is wearing. She's like, I don't care what everybody else is doing. I do not care. My daughter is not going to walk out the door like that.
Yeah.
I don't care what other people are letting their kids do. She said, I don't care about any of that. I care about what's happening here. And you're not wearing that. And so I followed the same thing. I wouldn't let my kids do certain things. And now Auburn's a mother, and she sees what they're doing. And like I was trying to find Harper something for Christmas. And I was like, well, I had to check. I was like, I don't know what you consider is too short. I don't know what's too short for you. I know that if that shirt rises up, if they raise their arm and that shirt comes up to here, it's a no.
Yeah.
Absolutely a no. So I had to make sure. I was like, what about this? Is this okay? Is this okay? Like, I need to know what your limits are. And I know she appreciated me checking before I bought it.
Oh,
you know? Just making sure that it's going to be okay. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on nowadays, but I don't like it. I don't like this.
No.
Some of the stuff these girls wear. I just don't think it's appropriate. And you can say, well, if a man is looking, that's on him. We shouldn't have to cover up to. Yes, you should.
That's the worst argument in my opinion.
How about yes, you do?
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for that kind of stuff.
And it's not in public.
If you're at the beach, wear a bikini.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, have at it.
In the store, probably not a good idea.
No.
I mean,
don't go
you know
shopping. Oh yeah.
There's just certain places and things that you have to. There are boundaries, and nobody wants to respect boundaries anymore.
No.
It's I want to do it, so therefore I am.
Yeah. Going back to the guy thing, when I walk into a fancier restaurant, like not even like a really fancy restaurant, just a kind of fancy restaurant, I look who has a hat on. I look at what shoes somebody's wearing, because I mean you have to you dress the part.
Go to a golf course wearing a T-shirt and see what happens. They're going to say, you know what? We have some great collared shirts right over here. They're only $59, but it's right there for you to put on because you're not wearing that T-shirt on the golf course. And people are like, well, we should be able to wear it. No, how about this is my golf course. This is my club. I want a certain standard upheld here. You're not wearing blue jeans. You're not wearing flip-flops. You're going to wear a collared shirt. I think they've reduced it now to some of these longer sleeve, like dry fit type golf shirts and stuff. They've lowered the standard because so many people threw a fit.
They have every reason to do that, though. You know, but that's just
I don't know. I'm so old school. It's ridiculous. I have become my grandparents. That's what's happened. I am now my grandmother.
I don't think I'm old school, but it's just like I mean, I guess I am old school, but I feel like there's just a certain level of fanciness. That's not the word for it, but there's a certain level that you have to maintain as a person to just give yourself respect. You know, but
I agree.
That's not what people do nowadays. So.
Not even close.
And us talking about it right here.
All right, it's 8:17. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are finally going to talk about the Jake Paul fight. We said we were gonna. We never got there. We got off on a tangent somehow. It's okay. It's Christmas. No more of that. No more. We're done with that. All right, y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation, open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Back. The time is 8:20. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. Yep. I believe that last segment we probably offended all the people under 30.
Probably, but
I'm sorry.
I'm under 30 and I said
I'm sorry, so. Not sorry.
Yeah.
That's one thing you're going to find out. I have an opinion. I will broadcast it out there. Yeah. You are welcome to agree or disagree. but I'm not going to argue with you.
We could talk about it all day.
Yeah,
Trust
I'm
me.
not going to argue with you.
Me and you, we didn't even scratch the surface.
I know, and that was something else. You
Yeah.
brought up something
I
else
know,
after
and
that, and I said we weren't going to talk about it
No,
anymore, but
no, we don't-
OnlyFans.
we
How
don't-
about no?
yeah.
We're not doing that.
No, we don't have to talk about it, but I mean, we didn't even scratch the surface as far as what's going on in today's world.
Oh, the things that I don't
Yeah.
know. Some parents just let their young ones do too much. Too much has become the norm and acceptable, and
yeah.
I don't get it.
I
I
don't either.
don't. I do not. And then we wonder. Well, I don't want to. I'm not going to go there. I'm just not going to do it.
Mm-mm.
Not today. It's
Mm-mm.
Christmas.
Mm-mm.
We got. Let's see. Tomorrow, and then Wednesday is Christmas Eve. Thursday is Christmas Day.
Yep, I
And
thought
guess what? I still have to go do.
by gifts. Woo, woo. You're
Look,
cutting it close.
I am. I do have one thing I have to go. Actually, two. I have two things I have to go get. Which, man, I thought I was done. I was just gonna get some little box stuff. When I got to counting and I looked and I realized I've got one that one needs one more thing, and then I still have to go get stuff for the box. I didn't finish doing all that. I tried to do it yesterday. I did not accomplish much.
Yeah.
I was tired. I didn't want to go anywhere else. I went to a couple of places. They didn't have the specific thing I was looking for. So I was trying to do process of elimination where I thought I might could find it. I was wrong. The one place that I should have went to first is the place that I didn't go to, and now I have to go to that place. And I don't want to because it's nowhere near here.
You know, I hate when that happens. When you're looking for something and the places you go don't have it.
I've got to go to Trustful.
Oof. Like I was looking for a.
I don't want to go to Trustful.
I was
Have
looking
you
for
ever
a-
gone to Trustful during
I don't
any
know.
time?
I don't know if I ever have. to
Highway
be honest.
11. Traffic.
I probably have.
Oh
I
my
just wasn't
gosh.
driving.
Go during Christmas.
Mm-mm.
Your festive mood will disappear so freaking fast. It's not funny.
Traffic on Christmas Day.
I hate
Oh my
going to
goodness.
Trustful, and I hate going to Trustful during Christmas because it is not fun.
Yep.
It's zero. It's less than zero fun.
Yeah,
It's negative zero fun. Negative 100 fun to go to Trustful, and that's what I have to do. I have to do it today. If I don't do it today, I will not have another chance to do it. And I'm just, and I have to go to the grocery store and get all my stuff that I'm making for Christmas Eve morning and Christmas Day.
You know that us talking about, or me talking about, thinking about traffic just then. We think about traffic on the road. Imagine airports on on like the week before Christmas. Imagine how many people are in airport or in the airport right now. Imagine it imagine right now in the airport.
Jamie just said she hadn't even started her Christmas. Don't that just caused me anxiety, and it's not even me. Girl, what are you waiting on?
That is cutting it close for sure. Yeah.
You work at the Dollar Tree. They would all have a Dollar Tree Christmas.
Yep. You're getting
Here you
you're
go.
getting Reese cups.
Here's a
and
Reese cup.
and
Here's
a pillow.
Here's the generic candy cane
Yep,
M&Ms.
yep,
Here's
yep.
I don't know. Here's
That's
an
what you're
eyelash
getting.
curler.
Mhm.
Some stuff for your car. Look.
Here's some fake eyelashes.
Yes. Oh my God. But right now, if I walked into a Dollar Tree, it would be probably absolute disaster because people don't care.
Nope.
They're looking for stuff. It's like wham, wham, wham. Go to a TJ Maxx or something.
Oh, right now. Oh,
I
no.
had to go. Oh, I had to go to Ross yesterday. I went to the Ross in Pell City, and I wish I had not.
I guarantee.
I left up out of there going.
I bet there
So
was stuff everywhere.
this is how Americans treat stores.
Yeah.
Is they just go through and they bulldoze through it. Crap flies everywhere, and they walk out and go. That's their job to clean up. Which
Yeah. I mean, that's the same as going into a restaurant and just making an absolute mess of the table and being like, well, ain't my job.
I actually watched that. I'm not going to say where I was. I'm not going to say where I was. And here's the thing. we all have had children,
Mm-hmm.
little ones,
Well, not me.
that we
but
take to go eat.
yeah, I know where you're going with this. So.
And you have to keep them occupied, and I understand that. I had them too. I had two little ones at the same time, trying to occupy two of them and keep my sanity was, I was holding on by a thread when I took my two kids anywhere.
Yeah.
But if you just let your kid make an absolute mess, and there is crap all under the around the chair, all over the table, I cannot leave a mess like that.
Mm-mm.
How about I'm not gonna leave a mess like that? I'm gonna make sure that I keep that under control to an extent where we're not leaving that kind of mess. But I watched it, and I watched it while it was happening, and I couldn't help it. I couldn't.
Observant person,
I was
yeah.
observing, and I'm eating, and I'm looking at this whole situation go over, and I was like, the whole time I'm thinking, that poor server. She is going to have to clean that mess up. And really, to me, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
It is. And I get kids are going to make a mess, but you can kind of corral that. You can corral, if you want to, you can corral that.
Yep.
If you don't, and you don't give a rip, you're going to leave what these people left. And I was mortified because she had a baby in a high chair, and then she had a little one that she was giving sugar packets and everything else to, and it was an ungodly mess.
Out of everything you can give to a kid, a sugar packet?
I don't know if the kid got them and nobody knew it, or if she just handed her to her. I don't know what happened. Crackers, bits of chicken all over just everywhere. And they make stuff now.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can take it with you and make sure that doesn't happen. Because if you don't want it on your kitchen floor, I can guarantee you that the restaurant doesn't want it on theirs either. I'm just saying.
Give them a fidget spinner. Those old things that
I just had deja vu so bad.
They got popular. Yeah, just give them one of them.
Give them something.
They'll get entertained.
We don't
maybe
have to do all that.
No.
But I was mortified for this server. I felt so bad for her.
Poor girl or man, whatever, whoever it was. Yeah. I think the only way you can justify it is if you like triple the tip or something,
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know. I feel like the only way you can justify it is.
Jamie said you must have been at Main Street. I said I wasn't gonna say where I was, but it was a local diner that I frequent quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I was just I was like, I would be really ticked. That's not the word I want to use, but I'm like,
I was at Applebee's one time.
You saw something like that happening.
I saw the opposite, actually. Believe it or
they
not,
were cleaning it up.
No, it was.
The adults were making the mess.
No, it was a great example of what you should do.
Oh, what? Tell me.
So it was a young married couple. I assume they were married. They had a kid who was probably 2 or 3, and they had what looked like a newborn, to be honest with you. And the woman was. They had got their food, and they were trying to entertain the kids. And the man, instead of enjoying himself at the dinner, he takes the baby. He's holding the baby, rocking the baby, and the little toddler. He's entertaining the toddler, and while his wife eats. And I thought that was like, it was the craziest thing I've seen, which is bad to say. I know. Exactly. You see what I mean?
I don't believe it.
Exactly.
I've never. How old am I again? I've never seen that.
Yep.
Ever, never.
Yep. The man
letting the woman eat first.
He did not touch his food. They got their food, and he pretty much immediately went to the baby and the toddler, and entertained them while the woman ate.
He just set that bar.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, what a guy, because that don't happen today.
No, because
that don't happen today,
Even in way back when, the man, because he was the one out working, and he got served first. He ate before anybody. Matter of fact, he could be finished before the rest of the family sat down and ate. I mean, that is just the way. And I don't have to do anything, but the one thing I do and it makes me feel good. I don't mind doing it. I fix my husband's plate for him, and I set it in front of him, and I make sure he has his napkin, his knife, and his fork. And if he has a sauce that he wants or any kind of extras, I make sure those are on the table when we eat. I always do that for him, always. Because and let me tell you why I do. Because he's thoughtful to me in other ways, and he does nice things for me. So guess what? That makes me want to do even more nicer things for him. I get up in the morning. On the mornings that he has to be at work, he has to leave, get up at 2. I get up with him. I make sure I make his lunch for him. I make sure he has everything in it, except for one time I forgot something. Sorry. But and I sometimes I'm half asleep.
Oh
and,
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
One time I forgot to put the knife and the fork and the spoon back in there. Another time I thought.
Oh Lord!
I thought that I was giving him the thing that had the roast and the rice in it, and because I had made one for him, and then there was another thing that just had rice because we had so much rice left over, and I didn't realize I was half asleep, and I grabbed the one that just had the rice in it. So he had rice for lunch.
He had a lot of carbs.
Yay!
Yeah. Hey.
He was like, did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? What did I do?
Yeah.
So, it just, I have never seen that. That's wild.
Now, I think when I said the baby looked like a newborn, they might have just left the hospital or something and they went out to eat. I don't know. But
there's no way that happened.
I don't know. When I say
that's
baby,
a very thoughtful thing to do.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Very thoughtful.
It was something truly amazing to witness.
I bet it was.
Because I was watching them the whole, people watching, of course. And they were right next to us.
And when something catches your eye, you can't stop watching it.
Mm-hmm.
You try to mind your own business and you can't. You can't even focus on what you're supposed to be doing over here at your table because you're so aware of what's going on over there. I do that. I get hyper focused.
Yeah.
And then to the point of where it's almost rude. I can't stop looking. And especially if let's say a lady has on a really nice outfit or she has a really, really pretty haircut or her makeup looks good or something like that. I will be a stare. I will stare. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I'm a, and it the same if a gentleman has, a really cool hat or a nice vest and shirt or maybe their eyes are really blue. You can't help but you're just amazed by, wow, this is
or really tall.
Really tall. Yeah. Somebody's really tall. You're just like,
or for me, it's a really nice, really nice facial hair.
Yeah.
I love some
you
good facial hair.
You can't help but look. I mean, and it's not because you're got bad intentions or any ulterior motives. It's just it catches your eye, and it's just for a minute you're like, but then you'll go and tell everybody. This guy had on this really cool jacket. I wonder, and then but I'm the type of person. I'm like, where'd you get your jacket? I mean, where did you get this? I love your makeup. But how I got how I got my friend, how I met my friend Amanda. Well, I had gone to eat. At a place that had an indoor-outdoor area, and we were sitting on the patio area, and I looked over, and she caught my eye because her hair was a shorter haircut, but it was so cool, and her makeup was flawless, and she was just a beautiful girl. And I walked up to her, and I said, please don't think I'm a weirdo. I am, but don't think I am. I just wanted to tell you that I think you're probably one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Your hair, your makeup, everything is gorgeous. You have a gorgeous smile, and I just wanted to tell you that. We're best friends.
There you go.
That's how I hooked me a bit. I already have 2 best friends. Now I got me one more.
That's how you reeled her in.
Now I got me 3. I got Michelle, Robin, and Amanda. They're my 3 best friends. But yeah, that was how. I mean, and if somebody is wearing a nice cologne or anything, I do not hesitate. I'll be like, what fragrance are you wearing?
Yeah.
What cologne are you wearing? If it's a guy, if it's a girl, what fragrance? What perfume are you wearing? Yeah. I'm not shy. I will. Yeah. I do not care. I will ask.
I people watch all the time.
I can't. Just go somewhere and sit.
Oh yeah.
Go to the mall.
Oh, if you go to the mall, you'll see some interesting things. Yeah. Very interesting things.
Be like, what's happening?
Or
here?
Walmart.
What is? Oh yeah. Well, heck, We'll go we'll go someplace and do karaoke or something sometime, and we're like,
and
we talk with our eyes. We're like,
yep, make eye contact. It's like
my face talks for me. I didn't realize that it did it. My friend Amanda was like, you need to quit doing that because I was giving this one girl a look. She had crazy eyebrows. I'm sorry. She did. She had crazy eyebrows. And I was like, she's kin to Groucho Marx. She has to be. But we were on a boat and we were all looking like we were on a boat. And she has got, crazy eyebrows, big lips with lots of, and these fake eyelashes that came out. And I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I was so judgy. I was being judgy, but I was like, I can't. And apparently the look on my face was, and Amanda, she elbowed me and she goes, stop. She's like, rearrange your face because I know, she's like, I know she's looking at you, looking at her. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't realize. Sorry.
I think it's so funny how when something like that happens, everyone knows. Everybody knows, but nobody's
and
like.
You're sitting there. There's like 5 of you, and you're all going.
Yep. Yep. But
you're just doing these. You're like, and you're like doing these, and you're going. Pointing like you're trying to put your finger over. You're going. Check this out.
And it gets real quiet.
Yeah. When you look, if everybody's talking and you walk up and they stop.
Something's wrong.
Good indication that you're the topic of discussion. It's happened to me a bunch. And I'll be like, what's everybody talking about?
Yep.
And they're like, and I'm like, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is it? Did you say, did you do, did you? I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. 100%. Yep.
Well, what do you want to know about it?
What do you want to know about it? I'll tell you. I actually had somebody say, did you do this? And I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And they were like,
yeah.
Wow. She was like, I said, I sure did. I absolutely did.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I don't care at all.
It's 8:38. Since Baden's not in here, we're going to talk about Jake Paul. Okay. This guy's a numbskull. He is a MMA type fighter. What does he do?
Boxing.
But he's a boxer. Oh,
He's a straight up boxer. I don't think he's ever done it. He would get. It would not be.
So
it would not be good
he
for him
to fight all these people that could kill him.
Well, 90% of the people he's fought so far are retired. They could kill him 10 years ago, but now they are older gentlemen that aren't as quick and twitchy.
Well, he fought Mike Tyson. What has that been, a year
Close
or so
to
ago?
it, probably. Close to it, if not over a year.
Let me just tell you right now, that I was so mad after I watched that. I was like, what just happened? There is no freaking way. No way. You cannot convince me. I don't care what you tell me. You are not going to convince me that fight was not rigged.
Yep.
It 100% was. Mike Tyson may not be what he used to be, but he's still Mike Tyson.
Yep.
If he wanted to kill that guy with one punch, he could have killed that guy with one punch. For whatever reason, they talked Mike Tyson into doing this and taking the L. For I don't know. But, I mean, he could have, if he would have beat this guy, y'all were saying earlier that you think he only got like 10 million and Jake Paul got 20-something million for the fight. Why not let Mike Tyson be the winner that he obviously would have been truly if it had been a true fight, and the other guy get only the 10 million. I don't understand that. That makes no sense.
It's so Jake could get publicity. That's all that he's trying to do is get publicity.
Because if you look back on it, Mike Tyson didn't even get that. It was obvious to me, and I think the bazillion people that watched that fight that it was rigged. Nobody for 1 second was fooled. Not even the announcers.
Yeah.
Seriously, they weren't.
They were like, they kept on saying Mike was holding back. And
they were like, he was holding back.
was.
Because he didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
He was like, if I kill him, I ain't going to get my 10 million, Because they told me don't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, there was
for whatever reason, because look, when you're like this and you can see somebody their stance tells you all you need to do. He is known for the 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
He is known for that. Bump, bump, and then
Yep.
that's the knockout punch. He is known for that. That's what he's been his whole life since he's been boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe it's obvious he got on some hard times, dire straits. I think he lost everything he had.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this was the only way he could do a comeback because nobody else was probably willing to get in the ring with him.
No.
But you couldn't have, I don't care if you gave me $10 million or not. I'm not going to sacrifice that.
Mm-mm.
There's no way.
I wouldn't.
But I'm not, I can still pay my light bill too. I don't know what
Yeah.
Mike Tyson can do. But still, now fast forward to this year, and Jake Paul fights, what's his name?
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua. Anthony
He's
Joshua.
British. He's from Britain.
Well, he did not hold back.
No.
He did not hold back so bad that I think they probably should have called that fight way before they did,
Mm-hmm.
because Jake Paul ended up with a broken jaw that he had to have emergency surgery on, because they were talking about, I saw the punch they were talking about and how the man's jaw went that way. Jake Paul did, but I didn't actually watch the video part of it because I wanted to be able to keep the contents of my stomach, and so I didn't watch it. But based off what I read, it was gruesome, and he still was able to talk. But now he's had emergency surgery. He has to sip through a straw. But even he says he whooped my butt.
Yeah.
He said that was one butt whooping I was happy to take. He said, I love fighting. I love doing this. And once this heals, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it some more. He don't care. But he was like, I got my butt whooped by one of the best. And I can say I got in there and went 6 rounds with him. But I don't know.
He might have paid for 5 rounds, but
well, let me just tell you, that fight could have been over in 1.
yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all watched it or not. I think what's his head probably held back too, and maybe who knows? Maybe he was supposed to lose too, but he was like, "I ain't no Mike Tyson."
There's no telling. I mean,
I don't know.
And the reason that I think a lot of it is fake. Not this fight in particular, but Jake Paul's fights that he's had in his career so far, is because his fights aren't regulated by the boxing commission. I don't know what you call the boxing commission, like the people that are over boxing, the organization. I don't know what you call them.
They're not really counting towards.
No.
He's the champion heavyweight, middleweight, lightweight, whatever.
No. It is all an event put on by Jake Paul and whoever
his promoter is.
Yes, whoever his competition. And that's the reason why no matter what he does in my eyes, he'll never be validated.
Because
there's always a risk that, and he might be a great fighter. Who knows? He might be able to win the world championship, whatever you call it in boxing. But he'll never be competing for that because he's never going to join the league, or I don't know what you call the.
Is it because there's a cap on the money?
Probably, and there's a lot. There will be a lot of contracts, and also Jake likes to fight with different ounce gloves. Than the regular box. So, and I don't know. He'll never be a real boxer in my eyes for those reasons.
He's just kind of he's a boxing entertainer. And he just kind of does what he does. Kind of like, well, I don't know. I've never really. I think boxing is kind of barbaric. Actually, I think any of that MMA stuff is. But I will say I've always watched the boxing. I will not watch MMA. I will watch boxing. My favorite guy used to be James Lights Out Tony, and loved him. And when I was little, of course, Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah,
because he was like, I float like a butterfly.
I wish I could go back in time and watch Muhammad Ali in person. I know that is something that I wish I could do. Because talk about the GOAT. Hands down. I mean, Mike Tyson called him the GOAT. Have you ever seen that clip? He said, I'm probably not going to be able to remember it, but he said, all people kneel, all praise to him. He's the GOAT. Yeah, and this was on TV, and they had met up or something like on a show.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, it's 8:45. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got to talk about a Tennessee teacher got some big recognition. Yeah, we got to talk about that. It's good stuff.
Okay.
So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Tracy and Garrett broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
We are back. The time is 8:48. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Garrett here with you on this Monday morning. Do you know it's going to be almost 79 degrees on Christmas Day?
Mm-hmm. I know.
What in the world?
I don't know. I went hunting yesterday and I was hot.
I'm so disappointed. Now, it was cold in Georgia.
Yesterday?
Yeah. It got, I say cold, but I mean, it never got out of the 50s, and it was nice. I mean, nice as far as you can't have Christmas when it's 70.
No.
That's stupid.
Yeah, short sleeves and shorts on Christmas Day.
All the pajamas I bought are long sleeves. For everybody's pajamas I bought are long sleeve pajamas.
Hope they ain't warm. Pajama shirts.
I'm very disappointed.
You say pajamas, don't you?
Yeah.
I say pajamas.
You can say them however you want.
I know, but that's just kind of weird.
I
mean, not the way you say
I
it.
also
It's
say
just
pecan, so
pecan.
I say crayon for crayon. They all say crayon.
Crayon.
That sounds weird to me.
Say
I say crayon. Matter of fact, when I said it I was typing out something and using voice it, and it actually spelled it
correctly.
No.
Oh.
Crayon. It spelled it C-R-A-N. Crayon.
like
cranberry.
Cranberry.
I was like, what? That's not what I said, but I guess that's what it heard because that's the way I pronounced it. So.
Okay. Well, now the text to speach, I will say
that's rough when you're a Southern person because it can. Yeah. And hubby makes fun of me because I'll tell Alexa, I'll say, Alexa, turn off lamp. And he's like, how do, everything's syllables for you. You got to have more than one
Mm-hmm.
in there. And when I used to work at the garbage company, it was called Waste Away, ended up being Waste Management.
Mm-hmm.
We had to park a call. So if you had a call on hold, it was on a park, but we called it, you would go, to answer it, you'd have to go 4-star 1, 4-star 2, because those were where it was held at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, Tim, 4-star 1, Tim, 4-star 1. And the guy that was over the shop foreman, his name was Johnny Rickman. And he would come up there, and you could hear him coming down the hall. He'd say, Tim, 4-star 1. He'd like overdo it.
Uh-huh.
But back then, I was little bitty. Like, if I weighed 105, it was a good day. 105, and I'm short. I'm 5'2". And the first time he ever met me, he said, well, my gosh, you ain't bigger than a minute. So that was my nickname. They say, hey, Minute,
Minute.
And everybody in the whole place called me that. Even the drivers. I got promoted, and I was back there in the dispatch area.
Mm-hmm.
And they all the drivers called me Minute, too.
Minute.
They even had me a shirt made that said Minute. I was like, what? This is wild. These people, I loved those guys. They were so sweet. They would bring me stuff off their routes. Because the garbage guys, this was back, they started getting the arms on the things, but that was just for certain ones. Most of the trucks did not have those arms, and you had one guy driving and 2 guys on the back.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. And they would go out, pick up the garbage cans, and put them back down. And the people that you pick the residents that you pick the trash up for, they would give them stuff, like especially around Christmas and stuff like that. They would give them baskets of stuff all the time, leave them money.
Yeah.
They were just always real sweet. But they got baskets. I got apples and oranges and plums and boiled peanuts and just cookies and stuff all the time.
That is Southern giving right there. I mean, where else do you get plums and all types of other fruit?
They brought me a whole thing one time of plums. Yeah. They said, Miss So-and-so, she's got some plums. I don't eat them, but if you get them, if you like them, when we go back Thursday, we'll get them for you. And I was like, oh, I love them. They brought me a ton of those green plums.
That is the most Southern thing I've ever heard.
My gosh.
I mean, that there's no way that happens in the North.
I know,
there's
right?
no way they're giving plums to the garbage men in the North.
All right, we got to talk about this teacher. There's a teacher in Tennessee, and she is receiving international recognition for her dedication to being a teacher, being an administrator, or I don't want to say administrator, but an educator. Guess how long she's been teaching at the same school? 60 years.
Crazy.
She has been at that school teaching the same school for 60 years.
Imagine
longer than I've been alive, she's been teaching.
I mean, imagine how many. Is it? I guess it's probably in a small town, right?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Well, it is.
Maybe. Or did it say?
It didn't say. It's just that a Tennessee teacher is receiving internet. Oh, it did say the name of the school.
Oh.
Hold on, real quick. Let me go. I'm doing what I'm not supposed to be doing. Sorry, Baden. I must. This is a must. I gotta
imagine
do this.
how many people in the town that she's in or wherever. How many people that she knows? I mean, generations of people that she knows.
Right?
That
oh
is
my
crazy.
gosh. She's probably got great, kids, people's great grandkids that she has taught.
I mean, that's not only crazy, that's impressive that she's been able to adapt with the school system. Because, I mean, things have changed over the years, as you know. But it's crazy she's been able to adapt and
let's see if I can find it. Hold on.
Influence so many young lives.
Let's see. It is out of Westmoreland, Tennessee. Westmoreland High School.
Oh, it's got to be a small town.
Westmoreland High School.
So she probably knows the entire town.
Yes. Her lifelong commitment to education. I mean, literally. So that means if she has been there 60 years, she probably started teaching right about when she was 18.
Yeah. Probably,
Wow, 18 or 19.
and crazy impressive.
That's wild. Let me tell you what I did. I was going to go into education. I thought that was a great idea. I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I took early childhood education as my vocation when I was in high school. And my senior year, my last 6 weeks, I had to spend at a daycare.
Mm.
And I said, nope.
Yep.
This is not for me.
Yep.
This is not for me. I don't have the patience. I don't have the wherewithal to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. I don't have it. I love kids, but I can't be with them that many hours a day. There's just no way I can't. You have to be a special person to be able to be with a classroom full of kids. I can have maybe 2 or 3 and I can deal with them all day, every day. And I'm talking about other people's kids. I'm talking about my own. Other people's kids, tops 3.
Yeah.
Tops 3. Trying to.
If I was going to be a teacher, I would be a college professor.
Because let me tell you, the little ones, they don't know what they're doing. They're just like running around. Yeah. It's like a Chinese fire drill.
Just having fun.
You trying to keep them in their seats and get in, and then you get the 5 and 6 year olds, and they're know-it-alls, inquisitive. They're inquisitive know-it-alls. And did you know what else? Yep. And did you know what else? And then you learn about things you don't want to learn about people's home life. You're like, oh, stop.
Yeah.
And then you get when they start being sarcastic and getting little personalities, you got to deal with that. Then you deal with the high schoolers who, how about no thanks?
Nope. Nowadays it is unthinkable to be a high school teacher for me. I mean, I cannot imagine dealing with these high school kids. No.
I wouldn't do it.
From the stuff that I've heard, no.
Over the weekend, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. In Trussville, there is a bar called Velma's. It was there for years and years and years and years. That's what one of the very first places I karaoke'd was Home Field in Fultondale and Velma's in Trussville. Back, I started my karaoke career in 1990.
Karaoke career. That is crazy.
And then I found Velma's, and when I tell you it's a hole in the wall, it's about as big as this studio room.
Really?
It's not big at all. It shut down, and then now some owners brought it back to life. They remodeled the inside and brought back Velma's. Well, outside of Velma's, kind of like in a adjoining parking lot, there was a shooting at their ugly Christmas sweater. I think it was Friday night. It was Friday night.
At a Christmas sweater, at a white Christmas party?
Ugly Christmas sweater.
Ugly Christmas sweater party. Wow.
They said they were having their ugly Christmas. So a guy that attended that party got shot and killed in like an adjoining parking lot. They're not sure. They said that the guy that got shot and killed, his name was Christian White, that he was a regular patron. Everybody loved him. He was great. And that the guy that shot him, which was Kanan Harper, they had never seen before.
24 years old as well.
Don't know why he was there, what happened, why it was. They said he'd never come into Velma's. They don't know why that shooting happened. And but anyway, that boy's been charged with murder.
Good. Yeah.
And did you see where, I want to talk about this real quick. Did you see where there is a construction company, it's called Schaefer and Strata. They have built, or in the process of building, they've reconstructed the Home Alone house. They said that it's 6 bedroom, 8.5 bath. It's a $7 million home.
Jesus.
And it's going to be in the February's St. George Parade of Homes.
That's cool.
It is the replica of the McAllister home. And they said that they're going to allow people to come in and walk through it. And, they said it's an exact replica.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's really cool.
And the exterior is almost nearly identical.
Really?
It's like the inside they've got down, except it doesn't have a basement. And that the outside is almost spot on replica.
I wonder if they're gonna have like props or something like that Kevin that he used, or Kevin.
And see, that you have to think that was a set. that,
Yeah.
that was not a real home.
True.
But
True.
they're making it
I mean,
like
they
it was
could,
one.
like what did he put at the bottom of the stairs? Was it thumbtacks?
I think it was thumbtacks.
Yeah, they could put like fake thumbtacks,
Yeah.
at the bottom of the stairs,
Anything
something
to
like
make
that.
it cool like that.
Yeah, or just like a fake tarantula hanging somewhere.
not?
Yeah,
Why not?
just a little decoration, add some
Yeah.
flair to it. Not that I want to see a tarantula, but
No, I don't.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
All right, it is 9:01. That is going to do it for Monday here on Morning Mayhem and Piper Peach
Yep.
Radio. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and listening and all that good stuff. Don't forget, Wednesday, Christmas Eve, we will have our Christmas special airing.
Mhm.
And are we still doing a Cooking It Up for Thursday, or just going to be in the Christmas special? So the Cooking It Up segment that we normally do on Thursday is actually going to be part of the Christmas special, so y'all can watch that on Wednesday. Be safe out there,
Yep.
and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and listening to Morning Mayhem here on Papa Peach Radio. Have a